Hey, my name is Claus Levin, and we're going to talk about working hard, because I see a lot of ads right now that says the key to success is not to work hard. And there's only one reason why we want to put that message out there, is because that's marketing. You know, in marketing, there's one primary rule that everybody follows, that everybody wants something in the easiest way, in the cheapest way, without doing anything, right? Get rich quick with no effort instantly, right? That's a message we like. But so we have to look at it. We have to be very aware of that when we say, you know, every time people want to sell us something, we want to think of that. That is a guiding principle in marketing. But it's also a guiding principle in trying to, you know, create products that actually give people what they want. And what they want is to get something faster, cheaper, with less effort, right? So if that is your focus in your business, then you're on the right track. But so when people go out and say hard work is not well, what a bunch of hoodoo, right? What do you mean hard work? Of course, it's not the key. Nothing is the key, right? Because there's a lot of hardworking people for sure that aren't very successful financially anyway, right? But hard work is one of the keys. But when people say hard work, it's like we forget always. And a lot of my videos is going to be about that. We forget to define what the freak we mean with hard work, or with courage, or with self-discipline, or anything else. What is that? What is hard work for you? Is it just working longer hours? Because I see millions of people working long hours and achieving very little. Is that hard work? You know, I worked 100 hours last week. Is that hard work? No, it's not. It's just working long hours, right? So what is hard work? Is it working a little bit but then very hard? What is it? For me, there's only one definition. Hard work is either, you know, working at something that doesn't make any sense. Because you're just, you know, toiling and pushing and it doesn't make any sense. It's like digging a hole in the ground and then covering it up afterwards. It's dissatisfying. And if you have a job like that, get out of it as fast as you can, right? It's dissatisfying and it kills your life, basically. Because you're just pouring out life force in something that doesn't make sense to you. That's hard work because you're working and it doesn't make sense. Or the other definition is when you're passionately engaged in what you do. You are enthusiastic about it. So the stuff that, you know, so you forget about time. And you're totally exhausted when you get out of that zone. Because you love what you do, or you love it that day, right? There's also stuff you don't like, but you're working on something that is super important, so you're just absorbed by it. You can't stop thinking about it sometimes, right? That's hard work. And that can be like, you know, people would say, okay, you work 5 hours a day, but you give everything you have for those 5 hours, or 2 hours, or 90 minutes. You know, football players, whether it be soccer or football, right? They work for 90 minutes. And they're exhausted afterwards, hopefully, if they're professionals, right? That's hard work, wouldn't you say? But they love it if they love the game. So we have to define what hard work is before we can talk about whether success requires you to work hard. I would say there can be no success without hard work. And I'm not talking long hours necessarily. If you can be passionately invested completely for 100 hours a week, and you can still sleep and, you know, eat and be balanced so you're not crashing and burning from that. Because, of course, you want to have as much balance. You want to be able to, which is the definition of balance, you want to be able to keep going. And if you can't keep going because you're just depleting yourself because you're working too hard, then, and too hard means you can't keep it up, right? Then, of course, you don't want to work hard. But if working hard is, you know, putting in everything you have, then it's really what is required. Why? Because you can't do something extraordinary, which is required if you want, you know, monetary success anyway. If you want financial success, you know, because money comes from work, and that's why if you can't have that if you're not putting in an extraordinary effort. Either, you know, in quality, in passion, in enthusiasm, in engagement. If you're trying to do it like, right, maybe some get lucky, right, and then they make money anyway, or make a lot of money. I don't know, but don't, you know, count on it. Why is that? Why is it that you can't, you know, get there without hard work, without focused, concentrated work? Because just look at it. Let's understand this. Let's say you're in a part of a tribe. We've got 100 guys in this tribe, right? And there's 100 guys, and they go hunting and live in nature and everything. How are you going to make more resources come your way in that little tribe? By doing something extraordinary. And extraordinary comes from an extraordinary level of passion and enthusiasm, or an extraordinary level of work, right? You're building more. You are giving more. You are more enthusiastic. You're more passionate. You help people more than anyone around you. You are extraordinary. If you're ordinary, the same resources are, going your way as everybody else. If you can lead people, if you can give them something that nobody else can give them, if you can, find a way to hunt more effectively, if then naturally, because of just how human beings are built, more resources are coming your way. And people are going to ask for your advice and say, how do we do that? Do we have a great idea? Just more of everything comes your way. But that only comes from hard work, from investing yourself in learning or investing yourself in working, being passionate, allowing yourself to pursue what's important to you, allowing yourself to be enthralled or just totally consumed by something that seems on the surface pretty unimportant. Like whatever it is, like painting or, playing the guitar or anything else just follow whatever makes sense and become a master of it. And if you do, then you're working hard. It's impossible to become a master of anything without passion and enthusiasm, without focus and concentration that comes from just wanting to do it. Impossible. So when you say hard work, by that definition of working hard, being all into it, is not required for success, you're kidding yourself. Stop saying that. And stop bringing a message like that to the world. It's not the fair game. I don't think so. And I don't even know the people, or I don't even know the names of what I saw. I just saw these ads popping up in front of me. So I'm not trying to put anybody down, but I also have to tell you what I think is real. Because I wouldn't be honest and I wouldn't be helping you if I didn't. So just think about it for yourself before you make a decision about, hard work is not the key to success, man. So, and remember to subscribe here to this channel. Go download our free course and leave a comment by all means and saying what is your experience with hard work, and what is, any comment that makes sense. Any question that I can answer in a future video would be great as well. See you next time.